Title: Truth Bomb. Russian general claims Axing for being too honest about Ukraine conflict. TLDR. The noise from the battlefield just got louder. Russian Major General Ivan Popov, who was spearheading his troops in the southern Zaporizhia region of Ukraine, claims he was given the boot for being too candid about the reality of the war and the condition of his soldiers. This truth bomb was dropped in an audio message, meant for his troops, but it exploded on Telegram, thanks to Andrei Gurulev, a politician and ex-deputy commander of Russia's Southern Military Command. In an era where alternative facts and fake news have become the daily bread, one Russian general, Major General Ivan Popov, decided to switch things up by telling the truth. Or at least that's what he says. Popov, who led Russia's troops in the southern Zaporizhia region of Ukraine, revealed in an audio message that he was shown the door for giving the real lowdown on the war in Ukraine and the plight of his frontline soldiers. Talk about being punished for honesty. He remarked, "I called things by their proper name, focused on the most important thing, the tragedy of the modern war." He highlighted the lack of counter-battery combat, reconnaissance, and the massive injuries from enemy artillery. Now that's one brave soul, isn't it? But here's the plot twist: the audio was not leaked by an undercover agent but posted to Telegram by Andrei Gurulev, a Russian lawmaker and former deputy commander of Russia's Southern Military Command. Surprise, surprise. But it's not all rainbows and butterflies for Russia. With setbacks, retreats, and even armed rebellions from mercenary fighters who once stood by Moscow, the country's struggle to score major victories in the 16-month-long war in Ukraine is palpable. According to the controversial audio, Popov highlighted that Ukrainian troops couldn't penetrate the Russian front lines. That was until an intervention from an unnamed top brass military leader jeopardized their position. Who's that mysterious character, and what was their motivation? Intriguing, right? The big question here is, if a military man like Popov claims to have been sacked for telling the truth, what does this mean for the transparency and credibility of information coming from the battlefield? Could there be more than what meets the eye? Remember, while it might be tempting to take sides, Turned-Up News is here to stir the pot, not to serve it. So, we're not recommending any actions based on this story. Instead, we leave you to ponder, how much of the real story of any conflict do you think makes it past the front lines? And how does the influence of high-ranking officials alter the course of battles and the narrative that follows? Let us know your thoughts.